Welcome to TradeTheNBI.com. This is Jonas Reports for the 7th. Well, not a whole lot happened the other day. We just had a nice little pushback up to within the same range as readings from NBI are fine. Starting to see a little bit more of the NBI white climb for a little bit of a short increase. If that breaks above 12 and start to get a breakdown, might see a move back towards that ABM yellow, and anything further, we definitely see the 76% all the way to ABM green. That's all the way down at 48.70. So that would be a significant pullback, if you want to call it that, within this already extreme range. So nothing too dramatic. And again, the rosy side of the picture for, pre-election and everything else that's playing out, nothing is too dramatic, causing, fear to overcome, but that can change very quickly in this particular case, particularly when you're having valuation moves, and of course the Fed being a little slow compared to what some in the market might want as far as action on interest rates, and those are just sort of hovering here, still elevated relative to where the actual rates are, but the bond market is projecting that the Fed is going to be cutting momentarily. Has been thinking that for quite some time now. Uh, Again, comes back to this oil. Mid 70 range, still too high. If it's not going to do anything with this range, you need to be, sub 70 before there would be any thought that you might get enough economic activity and also a reduction within the inflation that would be justifiable for them. But we'll see. They could do it anyway, which would be very interesting to see, and definitely just political. Euro, having moved all the way back and close to filling this positive extreme back here from November, pausing a little bit and getting some support. It's not in a crisis area yet. If it gets below 106, then yeah, they'll be panicking again. They'll have to do another push surge. Gold coming back a little bit, still caught in the same range, not a whole lot of activity, but you can see short interest completely dropped off on that completely. So that's a positive sign for the potential for gold. Likewise, Bitcoin didn't do a whole lot, got held underneath the 50% there with that MBI white spike, not a surprise. And still within a little bit of a weak zone at this particular stage, but holding up well given that you're seeing that. It was interesting to see ETH outperform, and that outperformance makes up for the fact that it underperformed what Bitcoin did. It's just a catch-up game back and forth, but they're pretty close to parity within the two of them. From a 50K standpoint, we've just been muddling here along that lower end of the support. White still leading on this, but Magenta is still above, so probably just going to see more of that back and forth. We pushed up to the 76, but that faded back pretty quick here in the post-market action. Looking at it from a 5K standpoint, up early to the market open, faded back, filled that all in, and then just went sideways. Pretty boring action until post-market, which has seen a nice bounce. So it's filled in the original positive extreme, very healthy within that. So free to continue to build and roam. So just all sort of, coalescing until we get to an excitement point that will justify the algos kicking in, and then they can start driving things. So we'll just continue to wait to see for that to happen and follow the readings as they are. As always, though, anything relevant, I'll put it on the Skype chat. Trade well. Have a good one.